President Muhammadu Buhari instruct all ministers to resign on or before the 16th of May 2022. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. And one of the biggest news making the round now is that President Muhammadu Buhari has ordered that every one of his ministers with political ambitions to resign, they must resign on or before the 16th rather, of May 2022. This he made known during as he presided over the Federal Executive Council meeting earlier on today. Now, there have been a lot of reactions to this particular order by the president. One, it's been said that Emeka Nwajuebe's resignation prompted Buhari's order, and of course, that is the Minister of State for Education, Emeka Nwajuebe, who had taken the brave steps of, before to quit office to avoid, conflict of interest. He had done that long before the president came on to instruct or come out or give an order that every minister who has political ambition to resign before the 16th of May 2022. However, there are reactions that President Muhammadu Buhari asking his ministers who are aspiring for political ambitions to resign immediately. It's one of the reactions is that the president's order came after or as a result of the Minister of State's exit from office. Of course, he resigned because he also wants to become president too. He also wants to become president. It never stop amazing me what people are up to with respect to this, running for the office of the president. Everybody wants to be president. Even Minister of State, where they don't know for inside the, some of these people, they don't even win inside their state, inside their community, let alone in some other states. There are some names that just sound very, very weird. You've never heard some name before. They sound weird because you've never heard them before. So I wonder what we're up to. It all looks like a game to us, and then we are still watching, and we are looking forward to where this will end. However, another reaction to this is to this particular order is about Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. There have been talks from different angles that he too should resign. He should resign his office. He should resign from office. He should resign. One of the persons who gave reaction, who put out his reaction towards that the Vice President should also resign was is the person of Sowore, who also is a presidential aspirant of the AAC political party, who has also asked Professor Yemi Osinbajo to resign following the President Muhammadu Buhari's order, asking all his ministers vying for political office in the forthcoming general election to resign. He being a popular Nigerian activist and presidential aspirant, has also asked Professor Yemi Osinbajo to resign. In a tweet, Sowore said Osinbajo, who is also seeking the presidential ticket of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC, should resign to allow for a level playing field for all aspirants. But then constitutionally, Professor Yemi Osinbajo doesn't have to resign because he is a sitting vice president, and I also think that the constitution is focused on people who are political appointees, not elected, not people who are elected. So there are two different things. So we should not mix things up. If talking about the level playing ground, then we shouldn't downturn or push aside the constitution. We won't rubbish the constitution because we want to, fulfill our own laws, as it were. The activist who had also declared his intention was to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari in 2023 lauded the president for his action. He said it is good that President Muhammadu Buhari has asked his ministers contesting election to resign, but it is also fair, ethical, and I ask that Professor Osinbajo must resign as well, so that there is a level playing field for all aspirants. let's leave his own at that level. Well, that's what he has said. You must please note all these points and make sure your comments keep flowing in, and of course share our videos with others. Let us know what you think about this particular decision or this particular reaction. Well, it is also here, of course we heard from Femi Fani-Kayode, who has said that Professor Yemi Osinbajo should also, he has said Professor Yemi Osinbajo should resign. But before we go to Femi Fani-Kayode, I want us to look at one particular angle to this particular news. I beg your pardon. Just hold on. It's serious matter. So let's look at it together. It's serious matters. Let's look at it together. Still looking at the resignation of Professor Yemi Osinbajo. There were several directions as to yes. Okay. So I was going to talk about Femi Fani-Kayode asking Professor Yemi Osinbajo to resign. Former aviation minister and chieftain of the People's Democratic Party. Former, because Femi Fani-Kayode is presently in the APC. But one would wonder why he has been talking like this in this recent time. Anyways, anything happens because we already know Gab for here and there, always here and there, but there's no way he is that he will not talk. That's what I know him for. He will always pour out his mind. Well, he has called for the resignation of Professor Yemi Osinbajo also. Of course, and they belong to the same party, so I'm wondering why he is asking that Professor Yemi Osinbajo should resign. He made the call while reacting to Yemi Osinbajo's declaration of his readiness to waive his constitutional immunity to enable the most robust adjudication of several baseless allegations, insinuations, and falsehood against his person and office by Timmy Frank and one Catch Ononuju. Okay, so Timmy Frank had alleged that Osinbajo's ongoing travail was because he could not account for the 90 billion naira received from the Federal Inland Revenue Service for 2019 election. He claimed to have reliable information from his sources in the presidency and dared to challenge the vice president in court. Reacting to Osinbajo's declaration on Thursday, Femi Fani-Kayode said the vice president should not should not only waive his immunity, but should also resign from his position to prove his innocence and challenge Timmy Frank. He said, if you are really a man, don't just waive your immunity to suit Timmy Frank, but resign. What's the issue about resign? Can't he prove his immunity from where he is? I know the point. Anyway, the point is, that's serious matter. So everybody just gets their own opinion on all this matter. I don't say anything. Why must he resign? Why must his position be declared vacant? He doesn't have to resign to prove this. In fact, it's even better up there. It's better while he's up there, so that we can say, he's saying that you should resign and take him up, man to man. He will eat you for breakfast. I know that young man. He is you're deeply courageous, and though tough as nails, you cannot intimidate him or break him. This was conveyed in his Twitter handle at Real FFK. So you can see the Twitter. You can see his tweets. Let me show you his tweets before we go. Let me show you his tweet before I go, because I don't want to, I don't tire about this issue, this country matters. I don't tire about this matter. Look the matter for yourself. I don't tire. Everything just is scattered. Everything just they do anyhow. They tell President, Vice President to resign, all these kind of things. Please, let us rest on this matter. I just pray that 2023 should just come quickly, and then we'll know the next president, and then we'll just move on in Nigeria. We cannot wait to move on, though. We can't wait to move on and see what another administration will be able to do for us. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, this is coming on the heels of President Muhammadu Buhari ordering all his ministers who are interested in political ambitions, who are running for either his own seat or other seats, to resign before May 16. In case your secretary has not told you, that's it that you are hearing from ONIF TV. Thank you very much for watching. It is serious matters here on ONIF TV. Please do drop your comment, make them simple and simple. Don't abuse anybody on this platform. Thank you very much. We love you. Bye bye.